Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We're talking about a monumental shift today at Stellantis, the global automotive giant that's home to some of America's most iconic brands: Jeep, Ram, Dodge, and Chrysler. Just days ago, on June 23rd, Antonio Filosa officially stepped into the powerful role of Chief Executive Officer, and his very first move was to shake up the entire leadership team. This isn't just a corporate reshuffle, it's a critical moment for the future of the vehicles you drive every day and the company that builds them right here in the American automotive heartland. The stakes are incredibly high, and Filosa's early actions are already signaling a dramatic change in direction, especially for the American market. Antonio Filosa is no stranger to Stellantis. He's a company veteran, an Italian who has dedicated 25 years to climbing through the ranks. He started his journey on the factory floor as a night shift paint shop supervisor in Spain, giving him a first-hand understanding of the manufacturing process and the people who make it all happen. This deep institutional knowledge is precisely why many describe him as an engaging, collective leader who knows the business inside and out, from the assembly lines to the executive suites. He's also known for his people-first mindset and entrepreneurial spirit, traits he believes are vital for Stellantis' future success. Filosa draws significant inspiration from the late Sergio Marchionne, a revered mentor who famously saved both Fiat and Chrysler, and whose mantra, "mediocrity is not worth the trip," has become a guiding principle for Filosa. This new leadership comes on the heels of a turbulent period under former CEO Carlos Tavares, whose tenure, while marked by the creation of Stellantis through the merger of Fiat Chrysler Automobiles and Peugeot SA Group, saw significant struggles. Tavares' focus on cost-cutting, though intended to secure profits, led to a 70% drop in net profit last year and damaged crucial relationships within the company. Stellantis' global sales declined, and more acutely, its U.S. sales collapsed by nearly 27% between 2021 and 2024, causing the automaker to fall from 4th to 6th in the U.S. market share. American dealers, deeply frustrated, even penned an unprecedented open letter condemning Tavares' actions, stating their hallmark American brands were floundering and that the distribution network was left in an anemic and diminished state. It became clear that the company needed a significant course correction. Now, under Filosa, the strategy is shifting, and his initial decisions reflect a deliberate and direct focus on addressing these critical issues. Perhaps the most significant and unexpected move is that Filosa will retain his role as head of North America and American brands, including Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, in addition to being the global CEO. This isn't just symbolic. It underscores Stellantis' absolute commitment to the U.S. market, which remains the company's primary profit driver. Industry analysts agreed this move makes absolute sense from a business perspective, emphasizing the critical revenue generated by brands like Ram and Jeep, which can offset shortfalls from other global regions. Filosa isn't just keeping a title. He's physically relocating to reinforce this focus. He and his family are staying in Metro Detroit, establishing his operational base right in the heart of American automotive manufacturing. This decision is a powerful message to American workers, dealers, and consumers, indicating a hands-on approach aimed at mending the strained bonds of the past. Leading up to his CEO appointment, Filosa embarked on a whirlwind listening tour across North America, making key stops at facilities like the Detroit Assembly Complex, Jefferson, where the Jeep Grand Cherokee and Dodge Durango are built, and the Sterling Stamping Plant, a massive facility producing body panels for many Stellantis vehicles. He met directly with United Auto Workers members, joined operational reviews, and spent time on the plant floors, demonstrating a personal, transparent, and action-oriented leadership style that resonated well with employees. The new Stellantis leadership team, announced on Filosa's first day, is part of a broader organizational restructuring initiated in February. This streamlined team of 16 direct reports, significantly fewer than the 33 under Tavares, is designed to accelerate decision-making and foster greater agility. The core principle behind this new structure is to place product decision-making authority closer to the regions where the vehicles operate, empowering regional leaders with a profound understanding of local markets and customer needs. This means the vehicles being developed for the American market will have direct input from leaders intimately familiar with American consumer preferences. Key appointments within this new team include Doug Osterman as Chief Financial Officer, whose responsibilities now expand to cover mergers and acquisitions and joint ventures. Jean-Philippe Imperato continues to lead enlarged Europe and European brands, with now the added oversight of Maserati. Emanuele Capilano joins as head of South America and takes charge of Stellantis Pro One, the commercial vehicles business unit, Felipe de Rovera will lead the rest of world operations while retaining responsibility for Stellantis Financial Services. Davide Mele takes on product planning, Ned Couric continues leading product development and technology, and Sebastian Jacquet assumes the role of head of quality. Monica Genovese is appointed head of purchasing, and Scott Thiel steps into a newly created role as head of supply chain, consolidating activities previously spread across planning and manufacturing. Arnaud Debeau continues leading manufacturing, Xavier Scher remains in charge of human resources and sustainability, and Clara Ingenhaus joins as head of corporate affairs and communications. Beyond this core leadership team, 4 high-level executives will report directly to Filosa, reinforcing key areas. Ralph Gills, a legendary figure in American automotive design and the visionary behind iconic vehicles like the SRT Viper and Chrysler 300, remains global head of design. Filosa deeply appreciates design, and Ralph's direct line to the CEO is a strong signal for the future aesthetic and innovation of Stellantis vehicles. Olivier Francois continues as global head of marketing, tasked with maintaining the emotional connection of Stellantis' 14 brands with customers. Allison Jones now leads parts and services and circular economy, integrating sustainability with traditional revenue streams. And Giorgio Fossati serves as general counsel. Richard Palmer, the former CEO, will remain involved as a strategic advisor. Filosa acknowledges the significant challenges ahead. Beyond financial performance, he faces the daunting task of mending fractured relationships with dealers, politicians, and employees. He also must navigate the complex investment landscape between traditional gasoline-powered vehicles and electrified models, emphasizing the need to reassess the pace of the EV transition to match market realities. His top priority for the U.S. is crystal clear: to grow retail market share. This means focusing on direct sales to individual customers, not just large fleet orders. The company is in a period of product dearth in some segments, but new offerings like the redesigned Jeep Grand Cherokee, additional Ram 1500 pickup truck models, and a new gas-powered Dodge Charger are anticipated to boost sales and revenue. Consider the case of Fiat. While it's the volume leader for Stellantis globally, its sales are incredibly fragile, with over 60% coming from Latin America. In Europe, Fiat sales have plummeted significantly in key markets like Germany, France, and Spain, largely due to an electric-focused strategy that proved premature for many customers. The Fiat 500e, initially hailed as an electric revival, saw sales collapse due to high prices and intense competition. Upcoming models like the Fiat Gigapanda and a new European Fiat Fastback are now on hold, awaiting Filosa's direct approval, highlighting his centralized control over product plans. Relaunching Fiat in Europe is a top priority on his desk, underscoring the regional challenges across the entire portfolio. While some analysts have viewed Filosa's appointment as a safe pair of hands and note that the stock has dipped since his announcement in May, signaling broader investor concerns about an internal candidate taking the helm, his deep company experience and focus on key markets are seen by many as a powerful advantage. His commitment to being on the ground in Detroit and his emphasis on empowering regional decision-making could be exactly what Stellantis needs to regain its footing and thrive in a highly competitive global auto industry. It truly is a new era for Stellantis, and all eyes are on Filosa to see how he steers this global automaker, especially its treasured American brands, into the future. Thank you for tuning into this important update. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more automotive insights, and leave a comment below with your thoughts on Antonio Filosa's leadership. We'll see you in the next video.